the Filecoin Data Economy Hackathon. We've been super stoked personally, organizing this because we have great partners like all with us. Um, with that being said, we have Siddesh Push with us today. He's going to talk about building apps with native notification, chat, and video features. Again, all powered by Push Protocol. Super stoked to have Siddesh with us today. Hey, Siddesh, any opening thoughts for the hackers, builders building in this hackathon? Super
Yeah,
excited to hear that and then sort of hop on what you have for the builders today.
right. GM hackers, thank you, Mishika, for a kind intro. So basically, we are stoked to sponsor Data Academy Hack, and we have been building for the last few months. We are trying to just ship products that basically all the Web3 needs in terms of Web3 communication middleware, where I think that's how you improve your UX of any app, right? And yeah, I'm excited to guide the hackers, and we're also putting out some bounties. So yeah, so excited.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Siddesh. We can hop on to what you have for the builders today.
Sure. Let me quickly share my screen. Is my screen visible? I,
Yes, it is now.
Awesome. So, GM hackers, it's been a wonderful opportunity here, presenting how we can build on top of Push Protocol, and stand a chance to win a few of the bounties that we have put for the hackathon. So I'm gonna be covering a little bit about how you can build apps with native communication toolkits. For example, maybe you can have your video conferencing solution, or maybe a messaging notification tools inside your application itself without relying on any web 2 kind of solutions for your web 3 product, right? So that's the agenda for today. So I'm going to quickly be covering what we are building at Push, and then how you can build using push notifications and push chat, group chats, and also a push video. That will be the agenda for today. So quick intro. um, so basically, when you wake up every day, right? So what would you first pick up the phone and then see the notifications that you have received over the night, right? And these notifications are where like most of the business is happening in the Web3 world, right? Many big businesses have used a smallest notification to make big business out of it, and then like to send timely notification to maybe bring marketing stuff, or maybe even some important crucial informations, like maybe your domain on GoDaddy is expiring or something like that. Like it's been a very crucial thing in a normal internet life. Without notifications, I don't think anything would be possible. You receiving a message in a social media platform, and you immediately need to reply to it, or you getting a email notification on your mobile, everything is super important in a regular day-to-day life for us, right? And in Web3 for a long time, there has been very not perfect UX, if I would say, right? That's how it is. That's how it was, where you'd be using some Web3 application, but you never know what's happening in the application without you logging onto your laptop, or just opening the web app, or like just go into the app itself to see what's really happening there, if your loan is healthy, or if your domain is about to expire or something like that. So that's the big problem that we saw. And in 2020, we came forward and built push notifications. Push notifications is a way for which by which any dapp any dapp in the Web3 ecosystem can send notifications to their users directly to their wallet addresses. So that really simplifies everything, right? So for example, let's say you have a dapp that is basically a contract. Let's say you have a contract, and you want to notify your users whenever something happens within your contract, right? So now you can easily do that by using push protocols toolkit. You can just import that in your contract, or maybe use our SDK to achieve that state where you can just send trigger notification to all the wallet addresses. And the important thing here is, like, we are using wallet addresses. So like, since all the users connect to your wallet or connect to your DApp using the wallet address, right? So you can just say you already have the wallet addresses, and then you can just send directly to a wallet address. On all the notifications that you send are tied to the wallet address, so they can use it and they can you know make use of the important notification that is maybe that can be very important or crucial at times of like examples like ENS domain expiry. That can be very important where you can save your domain by just promptly renewing it, right? And few pointers here. Push protocol is an open communication network, meaning anyone can build on top of push, meaning they can use the notification systems in the smart contract, and using our SDK, you can build on top of literally you can use it without asking us. It's an open communication layer, and you can also code it whatever use case you want. Basically, like you can also use your subgraph to trigger notification to your users. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and we also offer like gasless, since like there are few off-chain components you can opt in for gasless notification. Like you can just send notification without spending gas, and it's multi-chain, right? It's EVM compatible, and we are supporting as far as now. We are supporting I think 6 to 7 EVM chains, which you can send notifications from even from a smart contract level. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go to the next slide. So over the past, like Push was built in 2020 Global Hackathon, and until now, we have grown to become a market leaders in notifications. And based on all the feedback that we got from the partners, we introduced something called settings, where a user will be able to opt in for a few particular notifications from your channel, so they can only receive what they want, and not maybe like the channel doesn't need to spam the user with everything that might become irrelevant to a few set of users, right? So that's the idea of settings. And this is something that we implemented because many tabs wanted like they wanted to send they wanted the users to be able to set notifications. For example, let's say you have a loan liquidation happening, or let's say you have a loan ongoing with Aave, and you have a Aave channel, and you want to receive notifications only when your loan has a health factor between 40 to 50 or something like that. You can define it, and then the notification will only be sent to you when that particular your health factor reaches that particular desired whatever settings that you provided. So that's the idea, and we have introduced it, and we have seen a good amount of use case around it. And as I mentioned, you can opt in for whatever notifications want. For in this case, there are like few sliders if you want to choose between stuff, and you can also just opt in yes or no kind of toggle switch as well. So you're open to choosing what you want, and you can just turn off the things that you don't want. And yeah, so that covers the notification stack, and that's our core offering. And now let's talk about push protocols chat. So push protocol basically revolves around the idea of building the Web3 communication middleware of entire Web3. So you want any communication based toolkit, we have it for you in house, and that's the idea. And so we introduced push chat. This is a decentralized way of chatting between wallet to wallet. I can send a message to any Ethereum based wallet, or I would say it's chain agnostic. We also have plans to support non EVM addresses, but at least for now, it's EVM based addresses. You can send messages to anyone, and they can choose to reply to your message, and until then it stays in their spam box. But we have enforced some strict security practices to make sure there is no spam in the network, and only the users choose what to text and what to have in the network. So that's the idea. And as it mentions, uh, it's open again. You can build on top of it, and like literally any app can take advantage of push chat. At the worst, at the minimum, you at least need a support chat for your website, right? Most web through applications have an intercom style small support chat system where user, if they are stuck, they just type in there, and then they get the response right there in the app itself. So that is something that you can have it in a matter of minutes if you want to integrate push protocols chat into your website or front end or whatever. And also on top of that, in the last few months, we launched something called group chats and token gated group chats. And what's the specialty about it is like, group chats offer up to 100,000 people in a group. That is something that you would have never seen in any other providers. Like, let's say WhatsApp has a limit of 10, 24, I mean, 1,024 members in a group. But yeah, literally, you can just search the internet, and we have 100,000 people in a single group. And on top of that, we added something called token gated, NFT gated, and just gating the chat. So this is we I would say, like, this is the first product where you can, I mean, in the Web3 space, this is the first product. I mean, we launched where maybe if you have a DAO, or maybe you have an NFT community and you want to have a chat, especially only for your NFT community people that hold the NFT, right? And that's a really, really interesting use case, because I was really excited for this particular feature to go live. And now this unlocks an enormous number of apps that can be built on the Web3 toolkits, right? You can build something like a Discord, and you have a chat that can be only accessed if the user has your particular tokens or whatever. Maybe let's use it. Let's you also we can also use guild gating, right? So so you might have been familiar with guild.xyz. So most protocols use that to gate their users to Discord. Now, what if you can build a Web3 native chatting solutions instead of using Discord? So that is totally possible. And again, SDK is there, and that's the best part. It hardly takes you 2 to 5 minutes to integrate any notifications, video, or anything into your application. So I'm going to show that as well. So this is what I mentioned by token gated. So you can just create a group saying, I want to allow the user only to be able to join the group if they have these set of rules. Maybe you can say if they have one ETH, or maybe if they have one NFT, Pudgy Penguins, or Bodhi APIs Club, or maybe you can define your own rules, like whatever you want. You just mint an NFT, or maybe you have a DAO tokens. Just this, you can just define that, and that's totally acceptable. And again, yeah, that was chat. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. You can use it. I'll be talking about how you can build on top of it as well. Introducing spaces, I mean, not we didn't introduce this recently. We did that, I think, last year around in a Eat Board hackathon. We introduced spaces, and video was available even before that. And yeah, so again, so push video is like an add-on service on top of push chat. So if you build a full end-to-end chatting application, you also can give a feature to call the particular user, right? So you can call the user, and then wallet to wallet video calls without knowing their phone numbers or something. So that is a very interesting use case. Maybe you can build some application like, I want to call Vitalik.eth. You just type in Vitalik.eth and call, and then he'll be able to receive it. Only, I mean, again, we have enforced strict security measures so that you can't spam someone. So there is some way, so the user has to accept your request before being able to receive your call. So that's totally how we control the spam. So the user won't getting hundreds of thousands of unknown calls before they actually open up the website and then see, okay, I have a incoming request. Once they approve it, from the point after that, they'll be able to receive those calls. So that's how it's done. I'm not going to talk about spaces right now, but it's similar to video, but it's similar to Twitter Space, but a Web3 native version. So not going to go deep into it, but yeah, you can just feel free to just read over the push docs. And yeah, happy to announce that we have served over 63 million notifications until now to 167,000 subscribers, and with over 650 integrations. And as you can see, you might notice some familiar protocols: Uniswap, Aave, and Decentraland. All the protocols are, again, they utilize a push protocols notification system to inform important notifications. For example, in terms of Aragon, they can inform if some proposal, something happens in a particular sub DAO. That is fully customizable, but still, they use push protocols notification service. And yeah, so for this hackathon, we are putting up $2,500 worth of bounty, for $750 worth for a best project using notification settings, $750 for using best project using push video, and $1,000 for the project that builds using the push gated group chats. So let's quickly start our demo, right? So before we get started into the demo, I will give you a few things. So this is the documentation. That's where everything is written out. It's super clean. You just just go there. You just can copy paste code, and then you can just simply get started. That's how simple it is. And also, I'll also be copy pasting the code from the documentation to just avoid time waste. And yeah, so that's the first resource that I'll be using. And the second one is the staging.push.org. This is the staging front end dApp. You can use this client, or you can also build your own client to just fetch notifications or whatever. Because this is open protocol and the SDK is open source, you can build your own client to send, receive, to chat, to video calls, or whatever. It's a totally up to you. But in this case, I'll be using the staging front end for some instances, and I'll be showing you how to send notifications from Node.js project as well, so that you can also get started quickly if you want to build a project, right? So staging, in the sense, this is just a testing network. I'll be using Sepolia because we don't want to mess around with mainnet tokens. So I'll be using this. If you want to mess around mainnet, you can just go into app.push.org. That's where the mainnet stuff is linked. So yep. So in my screen, I hope it's visible. So I have a clean Node.js project on my left, and I also have a clean Next.js application. I'll talk about why I have both of these. So before that, let's open up our Node.js application. It's just a very simple Node.js application. I've just created a folder and added basic configurations, like ES, to use ES modules, and I've also installed push protocols, a REST API. You can also just do npmi push protocol or REST API and .env and ethers. These are the three things that I've used to make sure that we can work around our demo, right? As you can see, this is a very simple console. I can also run through this and show you. Um, so you can see, right? Okay, let me just go to this, and so you can see it's saying hi. So we are uh, pretty much set up with the env and stuff. So in the env sample, I have used something called a private key. So before getting into the point, so everything in the push protocols network, as far as notifications is concerned, you need a channel to be able to send notifications, right? So this is a way where, like, for example, if you want to use YouTube, you will create a channel to post your videos so others can subscribe to it and get the notifications or get the videos to their feed, right? So a similar idea where if you want to send notifications from your dApp, you go ahead to this website and you just go here and you'll be seeing a create channel button. And creating a channel is very simple. If you want to also know that, just go to notifications documentation, and you will be seeing tutorials, and you can see creating your channel. And this explains everything how we can do using our dApp, and how you can do everything. So you can just pretty much follow this documentation and then create your channel. In my case, I have created a channel. Okay, so we'll be using this channel to send notifications to people that have subscribed to our channel, and I'll show you a few different use cases around it. So yeah, so this is one, and so this is my I've created this channel using this address B44, and I've taken my private key, and I have pasted my private key over my env file. I'm not going to show it. So yeah, pretty much you can put your private key here once you create the channel. Now we are good to go here. So now let's just import. So let's just import push API from, yeah, and then we have to also import ethers uh, from ethers, import .env because we're using .env. Yep. So this is the first part. Let's actually create a signer object so we can use it. This is nothing new, ethers dot wallet, and private key is the env variable. Now we are good. We have a signer object. Now we have to initialize the user so we can use this user to send notifications and do a lot of stuff, right? So let's go create a user. Let's call them Alice, user Alice, because that's the way we explain in docs and everywhere. So it's user Alice, and you just say await push API dot initialize. And there are two things needed. One is the signer that we created just now, and then we will pass in the environment. So I'm going to pass in my env as constants dot env dot staging. Yeah. Okay. This is not the right one. I think I'll just import the constants before using it. So let's do that. Now we have a user alias object. So now, first of all, let's try to send a notification to to a broadcast, right? So let's try to send a broadcast notification on. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean by that. So now we have a channel. 17 people have opted in, right? And if you go to channel, no, no, if you can just send notifications from right from the dApp itself. Uh, so you can just choose broadcast. You also have targeted subset, meaning like in case of targeted, you can send to one person. In case of subset, you can send to multiple addresses. But broadcast sends to everyone, right? And you can just send a notification, hi, or maybe just say GMGM, right? Then this is where the notification settings comes in, and I'm setting a default notification, meaning any it receives to or it's a default notification. So you can see the preview. Let's send the message. You will have to sign this MetaMask. And yeah, a notification is sent, and I'm also receiving because I'm also a subscriber of this channel. So yeah, so you receive the notifications, and now this notification can also be shown in different Next.js client or whatever you want. But yeah, so that's how it's done. And now I'll show you how you can send a notification from a send notification from a next Node.js project, right? So you can just do this. You can just say await user alias dot channel dot send, and then you can say notification. Yep, so that is correct. And then you can also say uh, if you want to send a targeted note, for example, in case like we had two options in our channel, right? We had two options of sending it to announcement and marketing, right? So that's we are going to try sending it to marketing people only, or the people that has enabled marketing. So in this index, it's second one, right? So we can just put category as two, and this will probably send the notifications out. Okay, we missed something, so we have to make this as an array because it's a broadcast notification. So now it's gonna work out. Let's try it out. Send notifications, and let's just save this and run this function. Index.js. Yep. So now it would have send notification only to people that have second category on. That means in marketing, right? So ideally, I don't think I would have received it, but yeah, that's how it works, right? I don't think I've received it correct. So you can just try it out, just mess around with the code. But you can, if you remove this, let's say, if you remove this, and let's run it again. So yeah, you got the message here, hello, which you can reload the page and then see it over here. So that's pretty much it in terms of notifications. Um, So yeah, you just got the hello, right? Now that's it for notifications. Let's quickly go to push chat. And pretty much I'm going a little bit fast, but you can see everything clearly documented in the docs, and I even copied the code from the blog. So yeah, that's about it. Now let's quickly go to chat. So chat is where it gets interesting. So you can build a lot of stuff, right? You can build a simple chat, you can build a P2P chat, you can build a group chat, you can also build a token created group chat. So the idea you can build anything, right? So if you open up docs/chat, you can see everything, right? You can just see whatever you can do. If you go through it, and there's a section called Quick Start. If you go here, it explains how you can get started, how you can send a really simple message, right? So what I'm gonna do is, so let's try sending a notification. I mean, a message, right, from our desk to a second wallet. So let's say I'm going to change this wallet to use a different account. So this is the wallet I'm going to send a message to. Let's copy this code and let's remove this. Let's say wants send message. I'm not going to keep it as function. I'm just going to run it directly. Oh, wait. It's user alias. Uh, Let me just copy paste the code itself. Right. Yeah. User alias to wallet address is going to be the wallet that I just grabbed from here. Right. It's going to be this F9 wallet. I'm going to put this here. And yeah, we can just say this. So now if you see, think about it, since I don't have any pre-history of chatting with that user, it's gonna land up in their spam. If you go to chat, it's gonna land up in the request tab because the user hasn't accepted or doesn't have a ongoing chat with me. So they have to probably first accept them in, I mean, group chat request, then they'll be able to chat, right? So that is how it's done. Yeah. So once you do that, but, I mean, this is a new wallet, so you'll be asked to just create a push profile. Yep. Yeah. So now our hello Bob is done, and you can just accept this chat and text from here itself. And you can also real time listen to these messages by just opening up a stream. You can also see the code here itself, right? Let me just show you that code. So this is how you do it. So you just copy this block of code and you paste it over here. You paste it over here. And now what happens is whenever you receive any message, it's going to be received here. Okay. So I'm gonna just let's do one thing. I don't think I have set up a node mon here, but if you do it, you will be seeing okay. I think I'll show you in a later part, but that's the idea. If any message is received to this particular user, it's gonna it's more of like a socket thing. You can just listen to the messages without writing a lot of code. That's how it is. It hardly takes you 5 to 10 lines of code to get started. And that's about it. If you want to create conditional groups, that's where I said guild gated or token gated groups. You just go to conditionals, rules for group. You just go there, or even maybe go to create group tab on this side. It's chat build create group. If you go here, you can just create a simple group. It's going to create a public group. But if you want to create a very, I mean, what do I say? It's a token gated or guild gated. Just click one of these links. Let's say if you want to create it token gated, it lands up here. You can just copy paste this code and put it in your Node.js project, and you can also create you can just create a group out of here. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can define the rules, like if the user should hold this token minimum 10 tokens, or maybe this token minimum 10 tokens to be able to join the group. And you can also define if how can they be accepted to chat in the group. So you can also define that rules here. If they have to have only this token, or they should be having all the access, like maybe you can define 3 rules. Let the user allow only if they pass all the 3 rules. You can also do something like that. You can just write your own rules, maybe have different NFTs or whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you are able to build something really cool, you are eligible for a top project. If you're a top project, and you will be able to win $1,000 for it. And the last part is the push video. That's kind of an interesting part because uh, wallet to wallet calling. It opens up a lot of new use cases. Now again, I'm gonna go to docs. You can see push video right here. If you go into it, it also has a similar doc style. It gives you everything that you need to get started, and it has everything, right? So so I'm gonna just quickly run through how you can implement a fully functioning video application in just 15 minutes, because we have only 15 minutes, I guess. So I'm gonna show you. So it doesn't require you doing anything before, but just we can just get started. So on my left, you can see this Dare workshop, which is basically a clear instance of Next.js application. And I have installed few stuff like Rainbow Kit and Daisy UI to make things look good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna open that up. So I'm on that direct directory. So I'm gonna just start up pnpm dev. It's gonna open up a new Next.js application on this localhost 3000. Just give me a localhost 3000. Let it boot up. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about it. So now we don't have to worry about Node.js project. We are done with it. So now, so you can see I have not done nothing but a very simple Node.js project. These are the stuff that you would do in the Rainbow Kit wallet connection and stuff like that. You just need to enable that. You can also clone this repository. I'll maybe link it somewhere. Uh, I've not done anything. So you can, once this loads up, you can see this is a pretty generic template that we get from Next.js. Okay, if we don't want to waste time, right? So before that, let's start writing our code. So first step is, so again, we have to initialize the user so before so they can be used inside the our app of doing a lot of calling and stuff like that. So now first step is initializing the user, right? We will call user Alice here is equal to, and since it's a Rainbow Kit project, we'll be able to access some Wagmi hooks to get the signer probably like that, right? So it's going to be very simple. Await again, same stuff. Push API dot init. Okay, let me just import it first. Yeah, I just imported it, and it all initialize. Again, we're gonna pass signer, and we're gonna pass signer, and the second one will be env like we did previously. Okay, env dot staging. Because I love staging, so I live on staging at least. So let's import this as well. We are on TypeScript, so we can. It's good to have types also enabled. So yeah, we are good to have here. But looks like we don't have signer object yet already. So the way you can do it is using Wagni's use wallet client. I don't know why VS Code is not showing suggestions. Uh, Pretty weird. I don't know. Let's see if I've installed. Yeah, it has Wagni VM. Everything is there. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Let me. Okay. So wallet client comes from import use wallet client comes from Wagmi. We are good here. Let's make it a client component since we are on app router. Let's make it client component so we don't mess up with some things. Now we are good. We have initialized the user. Now we can pretty much go ahead and start writing our logic for the video, right? So the video relies mainly on real-time notifications, and that's how a connection is established, right? So you need few stuff to get started. So let's go a quick start. First, I'll copy this part of the code. This is where all the information regarding the what do I say, video call will be there. Let's just save that. And second up will be this part of code. This is where I said, right? So we need to know what's happening when a user calls. In the background, there's a notification being sent, and we need to know that a new call is coming and stuff like that. So this is like a way to know that. Let's copy this part of the code, and I think there's some problem over here. Let's replace this. And now the final part will be this. This is where we are initializing the video API. I'm gonna paste it here, and let's call it Alice video call dot current. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'll need to access this particular variable again and again. So yeah, just keep it like this. Let's import use state, and let's also import use ref. Okay, did it import? No, it didn't import. Use ref. Yep. So we have this ready. So now what we can do is I have few methods, right? So you have a method to request a call, you have a method to approve the incoming call, deny the incoming call, disconnect, and to toggle between the audio that you do in a regular app, right? So I have written few functions for it. Let me just quickly copy paste that, and also one more. Uh, so this use effect is basically to initialize the user on their first load on our web application. So we can set that up in the background. And we don't need this 50th line because we're not doing it from a backend. If you're doing it from backend, you just need this. You can remove this. Yeah, pretty much that's it. And yeah, I think let's we have to do few stuff here. It's so const recipient address, and this is where the user types in their address that they want to call. And let's also set up a loading state. Loading state is set up, and I think everything is good here. Now I think we can get started. So first part would be we need a way to get the input that that the user wants to call, right? So let's just remove all the code. And let's just put main. And inside that, I'm going to place this code. I copied from another repository that I have on my right. So what it basically does is it's just like a header, and it has an input and it has a button. It saves the input address. So whenever you types in and then they call, you basically set this in a state and then you call this make call method. This make call function is nothing but requesting a call, as we saw in the docs, right? We just make requesting a call. And the second one would be writing the rule logic for incoming call. So how do I do it when an incoming call is received, right? So I will copy this incoming modal. So I have few UI components here, pretty generic components. Does nothing but like just think pop up saying stuff. Okay, and so how do I know if there's a call, right? So that's the use case for this stream. So this is the way to listen to incoming calls or whatever events that's happening. And this is where you can set incoming wallet address. Then you can just say peer info dot address. So you can get the address. That's whenever this request is triggered, that basically means someone is calling you, right? You can do that. Yeah, so that's it. And I think we are able to receive the calls now. And these, I think at this point, these are useless because we can directly make use of something called the state itself. We can just read the state in the data variable, which holds all the information regarding the call, video stream, and everything. So we are good to go with the incoming calls, and the modal has a accept button and as well as a deny button. We also saw the methods over the documentation, right? So next up, I'm gonna copy this code. So what this is the main one, video player, and this video player is just two video player tag. You can just go ahead and see this here, just the two video tags here, which we use, and then so we basically pass in the data variable. As I said, the data holds the incoming video stream and the local video stream and all the data regarding it. And I'm passing end call function. I'm also passing two functions to toggle between the local users audio. Right? So that's it. So now when I refresh the page, I should be able to see. Yep. So we saw what we needed to saw. I think I forgot to install React icons because I'm using React icons internally. I'm gonna add that, and we should be good to go. And now, before that, let me also add the connect button. That is important. Yeah, so that's important. That's it. Uh, yep. So now we are good to go here. Let's boot up the server again. Let's reload the page. So it compiles. So we still have 5 minutes left. So I think we'll be able to do it. It's compiling. It's taking time, but yeah, overall it's very simple, very simple. And it hardly takes eight. I did a video already. It's like it takes 8 minutes to integrate, push video into your application, and you can have really cool UI with it. It's taking a little longer than expected. Mm, the compilation is done. Mm, let's wait for a while. Suppose compiles. Until then, I can maybe show a few stuff here. So basically, I have few components, which was given by ChatGPT, and it's a pretty generic, like a modal to show when mounted, and I think this is the video player. This is also pretty generic video player, which also has some buttons in it, right? So yeah, we got okay. So we got the website, and this looks like this. I have also connected my wallet. Let's try calling to my other wallet. It is loading on my screen. Okay, it's still loading. Yep. So I have opened up another tab. Let's see. So let's connect the wallet here. I'm gonna click connect wallet. I'm gonna give MetaMask over here, and let's quickly connect. I'm gonna connect this wallet because this and the other wallet has already an ongoing chat, so they'll be able to call me without asking permissions or whatever. So this is to just reduce the spam. And I've opened up another wallet on my other side, other browser, which you might not see, but let's make a call. I'm gonna call. Hopefully, the other user gets it, and then we'll be able to showcase how it works. Yeah. The other user, I can't show it because I'm on full screen right now. Let's okay. So yeah, this is how the other person looks like. Other person's window. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 So yeah, around this wise. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it. How you can implement a fully functioning video application in just 8 minutes. Hopefully, it does. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how you do it. In just 8 minutes or so, you were able to just integrate a fully functioning video application. Uh, Feel free to just hop into our Discord or maybe ask questions if you get any queries. You can also always follow the doc. It's very well documented with all the steps and individual explanations. You can also use the SDK React Playground if you want to work around the methods or maybe just try out the video application. You just can visit this website and it has a mock-up version where you can try this application out if you want. Like it has a fully functioning video application here, and as well as like if we have also done a really what do I say, really cool thing here. If you go to push chats documentation and you want to just try it out or play around with some components, just go here, integrate push chat. You will see a live playground here, which is basically a fully functioning React component integrated here. You can connect your wallet and try it out here itself. And it also gives you a live editor. You can pretty much go here, put your own chat ID once you create it, test it out if you like it, and then you just copy this code and take it to your React application. And we have a lot of UI components for you to get started, like chat UI, chat provider. I mean, this particular window, and there are many such components you can use. Also, you can use support bot, which is a very simple way to add support chat to your platform. I'm going to show you that. So there is this live editor, right? And it takes you this code, only this few lines of code. You add it into your platform, and I'm going to show you. This is live editor, right? I'm going to connect my wallet. So you can see a intercom style pop up over here on the right bottom, right? You can just click this and connect your wallet, and you can just text directly to the person. And this wallet, we have hooked up our AI assistant in the backend, so it's going to reply to us. But feel free to just work around it. You can just you can just give your own wallet address and set up something in the backend that does some cool job. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've covered every important aspects that you would need. Uh, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the Telegram that we have, and also like hop on. Feel free to hop on to our Discord if you have any questions. So yeah, happy to support you guys and excited to look what you built. I
Thanks a
think
lot.
I was able to complete it within the given stipulated time, right?
Absolutely. But yes, what a super cool demo. Loved it and how easy it is to deploy and sort of have your um DApp ready. But thanks a lot. The developers do know where to go to in case they have any questions, query. It is the Discord channel of Push. You can also find the required docs on the DoraHacks Data Economy Hackathon page. So that's where you'll be able to find all the necessary dev docs, and basically all the resources that you need to sort of kickstart your building journey. But yeah, with that being said, thanks a lot, Siddesh. With
Yeah,
for the We do have two more workshops right in line, lined up after this one.
sure, sure. Thank you, Mishika. Thank you, Defolio, for having me here. Excited for you guys. Thank you.
Thanks. For all the devs watching, we do have a second workshop which is about deploying